Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm Michelle, and we're here for Mission Moment, looking a little different than it has in the past, but we're still here nonetheless. And you know, the coolest thing about being part of Mission Moment and living life during this COVID-19 kind of new journey and season in life is that God is still moving, and God is still calling people to missions, and people are still answering that call. And that just really excites me. And so speaking of that, before we jump in today to our mission moment here with Sarah Allen, who grew up right here at Edgewater Alliance, I want to share that Rob and Hillary Bartholson. We sent them a couple years ago off to school with Ethnos 360, and I just want to report that they graduated, and so that is very exciting. I'd love to hear that. But like I said, God is still moving and God is still sending people. And Sarah has felt a call to missions, and so she is getting ready to leave on the 20th of June to go to Clarkston, Georgia. And Sarah, can you tell us a little bit about Clarkston, Georgia?
Yeah, I can. Clarkston, Georgia is this small little town, just like northeast of Atlanta. And it's basically what it was first designed for was for young businessmen to work in Atlanta. They'd live here. But now it has actually become a major place for refugees who are coming into America for them to be placed in. And so it's about 1 square mile, and it has over 90 unreached people groups. So basically, there's over 15,000 refugees, and many of them are from these unreached people groups, and they're all living together in this small little town.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I have to tell you that I asked Sarah, where is Clarkston? Because I know it's outside of Georgia, and when I looked at it, it's really close to Stone Mountain. And so I know a lot of us know where Stone Mountain is. So to put that on perspective in the map for you. And something else, Sarah, that you shared really was kind of neat, and that is that these refugees are all legal, they're government sponsored,
Yep.
and the government, our government, actually places them where they're going to be.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that Clarkston is kind of like where our government wants refugees to start.
Yeah.
And share a little bit about what we've seen in Clarkston since refugees have been coming.
Yes. So basically there's a lot of things and reasons why refugees are being placed in Clarkston. But one of the main reasons is that before refugees were coming into America, Clarkston was a place where there was a lot of crime and there was a lot of drug usage. And once the refugees started coming into this place, they saw all of those percentages drop. And so that's the main reason why they started bringing them into Clarkston. And another reason is there's a lot of apartments that are available and a lot of job options for them to start working in America.
So that's awesome. And the
Yeah.
Alliance has been there since 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you get up there, tell us a little bit about what you will be doing.
Yeah, so I will be working with a ministry that's part of the Alliance. It's called Envision Atlanta. And so basically what we're doing there is we're doing a lot of friendship evangelism. So we're building friendships with refugees. We are, starting to integrate our lives with theirs. We live among them, and we also help with house churches. We do children's after school programs. We do feeding, especially with COVID that's been happening. We're trying to feed a lot of refugee families who don't have all the necessities to feed their children with school being out. And so there's many options, there's many ministries that are part of Envision Atlanta, so there's a lot to be done there.
Yes, yeah. And you had said that the gentleman who was kind of in charge there in Clarkston, he asked the refugees coming into this country what they needed most.
Yeah.
And their answer was very surprising to me.
Yeah, it's such a cool answer. But he's been asking refugees, what do you need most? What do you feel you need? And basically everyone that has answered has said friendship with an American. And it's because, they're coming into this country with nothing. They have nothing that's familiar. And so they need someone that they can trust who can help them through. So
That's awesome. Praise the
Yeah.
Lord that the Alliance is there and they can have friends with Christians, someone who can
yeah.
point them to Christ
It's amazing.
and can love them. Yeah, God's awesome that way. I love how we thought that Clarkston was being set up for young businessmen, but it wasn't. It was being set up
Exactly.
to expand and
Yes.
to spread the gospel.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about a story? I love stories, and so I'd love to hear a story of a refugee family from Clarkston.
Yeah. So there's this one story that Pete, the director of Envision Atlanta, told me, and it's about this very unreached people group. And there was this family who are part of this unreached people group. And he started going to their house, and he found out that camel's milk is something that they see as a sign of friendship. And so Pete, he basically, I think, found it on the black market, but he brought camel's milk to these people to like show that he was here to be their friend. And like through building this relationship, he was able to share the gospel with them. And this people group is basically thought of as 0% reached, and the family that he became friends with all became saved. And so it's as if it's not 0% anymore because of Clarkston and because of what God's doing there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So Sarah, how can we be praying for you during this next season in your life?
Yeah, it's a really exciting time. It's really, it's something that's going to be totally new, and I'm going to be living in, a culture that is definitely different from any other because there's so many different cultures there. So I think one of the main things is just, for me to be able to learn from these people and to be used as God will see fit for me to be there among them. I'm planning on living there for as long as my schooling is done, which is about a year and a half more that I have. So just that God will have his way and that I'll be able to learn and be used. So.
Okay. Well, thanks for being here, and I pray that you make a really good friend too.
Yeah,
because that would be fun.
I would love that.
And I'd love to come visit you because that's not far away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you guys for sitting in on this little conversation with us as Mission Moment looks a little bit different. And I just want to encourage you to pray for Sarah, to pray for the refugees, and to pray for those people who are still feeling a call to take the gospel to the ends of the earth. And have a great day.